A live look at Hard Rock Stadium. First month of the season, teams starting to take shape, find out what they can do, and we will learn more here in Week 3. It's the SMU Mustangs and the Miami Hurricanes. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
I caught up with the Mustangs head coach before the game. They have been waking their players up early all week long to make sure they are prepared for the time change. Coming from the west to the east coast can always be a little bit of a challenge, but they have done a ton of research to make sure their players have the best habits and are ready to perform at their highest level here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Hurricanes will kick off first, and here we go. The returner will field it and bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets two. He's down at the 21. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny. You spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right in the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
From the gun on third down, Hawkins. Left side, it's Cooper. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
Let's not complicate this. My man is better than your man. Find your matchups and go get them.
The Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Green. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Takes it the other way. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play. Great place to start for this offense. Going to the run, it's Pringle. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Out wide left, it's Jacobs. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Throwing, Mensah. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. Good, right down the boulevard. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. SMU's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Working the ground game. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Green. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good 3rd down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover. Good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a 1st down and a pickup of 10.
Hey, you can see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what they want, when they want, how they want. This defense got to answer the bell.
Hawkins. Right through his hands, incomplete. I think he knew he had a chance for a big play, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Looking to pass, it's Hawkins. Still looking to his right. Out wide right, it's Jackson. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Left side is Anderson. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the fourth down to keep the drive going.
At the 37. That's a first down for the offense.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. About to start the second period here. Holly, what have you got on the weather?
Well, guys, as I mentioned early in that first quarter, there was some rain. But the bad news, it is getting very heavy right now. Players are starting to rush and grab their jackets, trying to get towels to dry off the ball. Things are starting to get a little bit crazy down here on the sideline as the rain is really coming down. Back to you.
Keep that super Doppler cranked up there, Holly. We'll look forward to it. Throwing, Hawkins. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. On the run, it's Compton. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. While the Canes are known for big-time playmakers, tough physical running is part of it, too.
Yeah, you got to be able to have a team that not just is about sizzle, and we've seen so many Miami teams about sizzle, but some substance with some physicality, the run game.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. They'll run it. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Here's a gift to Lyle. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Stepping to the right. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
He's going to take off. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell They want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just try to get to him, try to get him on the ground, but this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That's the sophomore running back they're taking a look at, and Holly Rowe will let us know what's going on the sideline. This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? Hawkins. Rush right in his face. Makes the grab, plenty for the 1st down.
Nice execution by the offense on 3rd down, understanding what they had to do to get the 1st down, pass complete, move the sticks, new set of downs.
And the Mustangs will have it 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. Flip it out to the back on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
That's really good eye discipline by the safety. Great job not getting his eyes lost. It looks like pass immediately. He locks in on the running back. He sees the screen develop, fires upfield, pulls the trigger, and makes the tackle.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. From the gun. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a 1st down.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
The Mustangs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Throwing, Hawkins. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap. Try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. A shot toward the end zone. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. Now up by 7 points here in the 2nd.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the ground, it's Pringle. Knocked down immediately.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Out wide left, it's Compton. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big time pickup on that one.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Hurricanes peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Buying time to his right. Unleashes one. Right side, it's Compton. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
And sometimes when you hand it to these guys, man, it's hard to find lanes. It's very congested in the box. But nice job when you spread it out and you give him space by throwing him the football. Sometimes he can use that blazing speed and make bigger plays. I look for them to continue to find ways to get that fast dude in space.
So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Mensah escapes the pressure going right. It's complete. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane! The extra point here would tie the game. And he added the extra point. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Keeps it on the ground. Picked up a few on that run, but this defense able to keep him contained here late in the half. This will likely be the last play of the half. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They give it to him again. And he takes this one back to the line of scrimmage, a rather anticlimactic end to the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's open things up with Louisiana Tech taking on the Kansas Jayhawks. And it's Louisiana Tech looking for a second win after the opening week loss. So far, so good. They lead this one in the first half. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Swapped immediately. They thought maybe they could get the defense flowing the wrong way on the counter, but they were not fooled.
get them flowing one way and then maybe hit that outside on the other side, right? But they didn't even let it get outside. They kept it right in the middle of the field, did a great job seeing it, going and getting it, being aggressive. You got to find a different way maybe to attack these guys to use their speed against them.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Here's Mensah to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Compton. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Got a man in the middle. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. Drops back on first down. Out wide right, it's Compton.
Hey, on offense, you just got to stay ahead of the sticks, and a big part of that is finding positive production on first down. If you've got this guy in the backfield, there's a lot of ways you can do that. You're going to hand it off to him, but how about dialing up the pass play on first down and just letting him go to...
Snags it, and there's running room. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Hey, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him, and the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Throwing, Mensah. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. Got his man downfield. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Miami! And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They'll go to work trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. Hawkins. Oh, pressure's coming. Right side, it's Singleton. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To the air, it's Hawkins. It's dropped after taking the hit.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They've got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Throwing, Hawkins. Just barely got rid of it.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Again, it's Hawkins. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
And that's how you flip the field really quickly. Go from being on your side of the field, creating the explosive play, getting some momentum for this offense, and getting towards scoring position.
And the Mustangs are moving quickly down the field. Hawkins. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Still 2nd down, but now the offense is operating behind the chains. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
After the last run, would you just give it to him again on 3rd down? Throwing, Hawkins. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Throwing on the run. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
They booted away on 4th down. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play.
And that is a huge play in terms of field position. Nice job by the punter. And how about the gunners getting downfield to down that ball?
Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. The handoff. And this run won't give them any more room to operate, but at least they avoided the safety. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Offense in the sumo set with the big boys. Looking for room. It's Compton. They stop him in his tracks, and they'll head to the other side of the field. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. 1 more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Making the adjustment. Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Makes the grab. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
And that's really good tackling by this defense, man. 3rd down, understanding the sticks. And what you got to do is break on the football. That drag route comes open. He sees him. He throws it. Man, it does not stay open long because they break on the football with great tackling and force the 4th down.
So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Not a lot of room to field this one. And they'll stop him right there on the return. The Mustangs offense is ready to go on the attack. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
They've got a 1st down here. Want to start its bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Under pressure. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Hawkins. They're all over it. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
Interesting call here for the head coach, too, because you need a touchdown. Now it's 4th and long. You could kick the field goal and cut into the lead, but it depends on how much you trust your defense right now. They may go for this one, guys.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal, miss, make, great. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Out wide right, it's Vaughn. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. And the Canes come to the line in the hurry-up.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
And this defense has got to make a play, right? It's the 4th quarter. We're trailing. You know this offense, they're going to get conservative. They want to eat that clock. You got to bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to make plays. Got to get that football back.
Changing the routes with his receivers. Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Left side is Lofton. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
Really nice execution by this offense. This is the time, right? Late in the football game, got to get a few first downs to preserve this lead, to get out of here with the W. They trust their quarterback. They protect him. They get the first down.
Mustangs call a timeout. It'll be their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Here's Darian Mensa to throw. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Third and long right here. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to take a shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Pulls it in at the 25. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. SMU's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. They got the stop they needed. Now can the offense pay it off and tie this game up late? Trying to get rid of it, and he avoids the sack.
And imagine the defense in this scenario, right? You're up by one possession. You need to get to the quarterback. You've got to affect him. You're going to blitz, or you're going to try to win one-on-one up front. They did it that time, hit him, and forced the incompletion.
They don't need a bunch on second down. They go play action with Hawkins. And he gets it away.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Hawkins from the gun on third down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. SMU spends his second timeout here. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. He's taking the deep shot. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. First play of the drive comes from the 41. He's brought down after a short gain. Now the Mustangs will use their third and final timeout. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Here's a gift to Lyle. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now third down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
correct snap. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to put this one in the vault.
Man, the nicest thing in sports to have is to be able to rely on the run game, to have the lead and be able to run that clock out. Just watch it tick, and the defense can do nothing about it. And that right there gets it done. Leaning on the ground game, and Jesse, I don't know about the clock, but that thing's about to run out.
And that's really the identity of this offense, too. They are going to be physical. They're going to run the ball even when you know it's coming. And in that situation where you just need one first down to end the game, you can go out and execute like that. They're going to feel good after this one.
It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.